So this hat is super easy to make. All you need is a pencil, a ruler, 2 sheets of brown paper, 1 sheet of pink paper, some scissors, some glue, a stapler, and a paintbrush if you're using PVA. So firstly we're going to take 1 piece of the brown paper and measure 6 centimeters up from the side of the page. And then we're going to draw a horizontal line all the way across the width of the page. So we're going to do this twice, so measure another 6 centimeters up from the line that we just drew and draw another line horizontally across. And now we're just going to cut along these lines that we've drawn to make 2 strips. So this is going to make the band part, so this is going to make the straps that go around our head. Now that we've done that, we should have 2 strips of the same size. We can just set those aside for now. And we're going to make the rabbit ears. So we're going to take our second piece of brown paper and fold it in half like so. So we're going to grab our pencil and now we're going to draw a rabbit ear shape. So it should be fairly tall, it needs to have a little curve in it and a rounded top. So something like this. By drawing onto a folded piece, that means when we cut them out, we should have 2 rabbit ears exactly the same size and shape. So now we're going to cut them out here. And that should give us 2 rabbit ears exactly the same shape and size. Put those aside for 1 minute. And now we're going to take our pink piece of paper and fold it in half in the same way. So we're going to use the shape that we left in the brown folded piece of paper as a kind of guide to show us how big and what shape we need to make our inner ear. So we're basically going to draw the same shape but just smaller inside the outline. Make sure it has the same shape and curve. And we're going to cut this one out as well. And that should give us 2 of exactly the same insides. So now we can line them up. Make sure our ears are both pointing inwards, so we want them facing each other. And we can place the insides on top like that just to see what they look like. Looking cute. So now we can glue the pink part onto the brown part. If you're using Pritt Stick, then you can go ahead and put the Pritt Stick directly onto the back of the pink piece. If you're using PVA, just squirt some out onto a scrap piece of paper and use your paintbrush to apply some glue onto the back. And we'll just carefully place that into the middle, making sure it's lined up correctly, smoothing it down, making sure the edges are smoothed down. And we can do the same thing with the second piece. So now our ears are complete, all we have to do is attach them to our band. So now we'll just apply some glue onto the bottom of the ears, maybe about 2 centimeters worth. Line them up, make sure they're both level so the ears come out the same height. Make sure they're spaced apart enough. And then we can carefully place our band over like so. Press down to make sure it's going to be glued together firmly. So now we have our front piece, all we need to do is attach the second strip to make our band. So we're going to put the pieces on top of each other, make sure they overlap by about 1 centimeter, and then staple over where the 2 pieces cross over. Now we can turn it around and staple on the other side as well to make sure it's extra secure. So now we're going to staple the other side. We need to lift the band up. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, so make sure they overlap by about a centimetre and staple on either side. You can make the 2 pieces overlap more if you want to make the hat smaller, if you have a smaller head, so maybe overlap by 3 centimetres so it can fit to your head size. And there we have our rabbit ear hat. And now you can wear your rabbit ears, have a bop around in them, make sure they're looking cute. Thank you for joining me on this craft.